Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In this video, it's going to be a very short introduction to testing silk. So as many people know, the original kiswa of the Kaaba is made from pure silk. And we understand a lot of individuals are not comfortable with taking a small thread from there and putting it under a flame. We understand that obviously it's a sacred item, and you know, burning it can be seen as unethical, and it's not something which most people want to do, and including myself, it's not something that I would like to do. However, in order to check what we have is original, there must be certain tests that are carried out, unfortunately, because there are many replicas in the market. So the purpose of this video is just to show you how silk burns. Obviously, this is red thread. It's 100% pure silk, you can see. Okay, and it's made in Germany. And you can find, you know, something like this online, and on eBay we are selling a small piece of it with an original piece of black original silk of the Kaaba, and you can compare the two. Okay, you can. This is the purpose of this is so you can compare the difference between an original pure silk thread with the silk of the kiswa of the Kaaba. Okay, and you can compare it to polyester. This brand is German. Okay, Gutermann is the brand. Okay, so the first thing is, obviously, when you do buy silk online, a lot of them will say it's silk. Even something like this, we bought a black roll of thread which said 100% silk. But do you know what? When it came, we tested it and it was polyester. So you have to make sure you're buying an actual authentic product of silk. Okay, this here, first of all, looking at it, pure silk has a little bit of a waxy texture. Okay, the fibers should generally be quite sharp. Now we've already tested this, but the fibers are they're thin, but they're clean. They're quite clean in the actual finish. Now obviously here, this is a two fiber composition, because if I use my nails, I can split the fiber into probably more than two. You can see there's maybe about three there, it looks like. Maybe two, I don't know. It looks like three. So obviously, anyway, regardless of it, the simple way to test silk is through a flame test. So we have a lighter here. And the good thing about this, because it's not a holy thread, it's not a blessed thread, it's just normal silk, you can burn as much as you want to become as familiar as as familiar as you want with the actual fabric. So all we're going to do is we're going to just burn it a few times, see the reaction of the thread. Okay, bismillah. Okay, now the thing with silk is when you burn it, a lot of people will burn silk and they do it very quickly, and then they start touching it straight away. And I've said, no, don't do that, because cotton and silk are very similar. They're both natural fibers, but there is a difference between cotton and silk as well. Okay, so let's have a look. Now notice what I'm doing is I'm putting the flame to the thread and I'm moving away. Okay, now what you can see happening is the ash is sticking to the thread and it's moving down. Okay, it's there and it's just moving down. Even if I hold it, it's not catching fire. It's not continuing to burn. Now, natural silk will burn if you put the flame there. The moment you move the flame out, it will stop burning. Okay, it's not flammable. It's non-flammable. Now look at this. Now, what a lot of people do is they burn the fabric and straight away they grab it and they start mushing it down in their fingers. Very delicately. I'm going to just pull it off. Very delicately. I'm not trying at all. Now I'm just going to squash it. There. Okay, so that's powder. Natural silk when you burn it on the thread, it should become a ball. It should become a ball. It should stick to the thread. Sometimes it might fall off like a ball, but it shouldn't burn off like ash. You know, if you ever burn paper, when you burn paper, if you're doing a barbecue or something like that, the paper starts to fly around. Ash should not fly around for silk. The silk should turn into a ball. It should continue sticking to the. If it does fall, it will turn into a ball. Okay, it shouldn't become ash and start flying around. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because wood burns like that. Cotton will burn like that as well. Let's try again. Okay, so I'm going to put the flame towards, pull back. Okay. Okay. See the reaction? Still there. Okay. Now, the second indicator of pure silk is there will be a very bad odor. It smells like if you've ever burnt your own hair on the cooker. If sometimes we're cooking and we're moving pots and pans around, and sometimes you might actually burn your hair, or on the barbecue and you can smell the hair burnt. It smells very bad, very strong, very potent. Okay, pure silk has a very strong smell. Again, you can see it there. I'm just going to pull it off, and there it is. And we just lightly touch it and it will turn into powder. What some people do is when some people contact me and they ask me, do you want to buy this kiswa, etc., etc., what they do is they do this. They will have a video, they'll do this, burn it, and they'll quickly go like this. And they'll be like, look, 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 it's powder. And I said, no, burn the thread and pull back. Burn the thread and pull back. Burn the thread, pull back. And then gently take this black ash off. You got to be gentle with it. And the reason why is because if I had cotton with me, and unfortunately I don't have any cotton with me, but if I did, I can do the reaction. In the video it will look the same, but in principle it's different. Okay, so you got to burn the thread. Cotton burns very similar to silk. It's not flammable. Okay, it's non-flammable. Silk has a strong smell. Cotton does not. Silk turns into a ball. Cotton drops off. The ash drops off. It flies off. It turns white. This ash is black. Have a look again. Okay, look, the color is black. Cotton, the ash becomes white and it becomes very light in weight and it just flies off. This is black. Cotton becomes white, like ash. If you burn wood, it becomes white. Okay, so like I said, the purpose of this is purely just to show you. This is prop silk. Okay, proper silk, pure, 100% pure silk. You can made in Germany, so it's high quality. Okay, and the brand here is Gutermann. You can search this up online. And like I said, the purpose of this is we're not selling this silk. This purpose of this video is so you can check how the reaction of pure silk is under a flame test. Hope that's been beneficial for you. Do have a look. We'll be taking a small piece of this. This will be available for you to buy so you can test it. But we'll also provide you with some original pure used kiswa threads as well, so you can, even if you wanted, you can burn a small amount of it and see that they are the same thing. The whole point of this is comparison, and we'll inshallah also provide you with some polyester so you can burn some polyester and see how silk is different to polyester. Jazakallah khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.